Welcome everyone to the Successful Black Love Podcast. We have been away for a while, but we're back for season two. Check the deuces up. Um, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome this guest that I'm having on the show. He's a great musician and saxophonist in the St. Louis area and a great friend of mine. Let's all give a warm welcome and shout out to Z.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Z&E here. Happy to be on this show here on the
Yeah.
Successful Black Love and Devontae, my good friend. And yeah, let's get to it.
Okay, so Z, I have I have a game that we're going to play here in
Okay.
a second. But first, let's catch up. I know we haven't really had a chance to rap too much lately. What's been going on? What's new? Is anything any new events going on that you have planned?
Same old. We're performing. Bands are performing some, doing weddings and such. We got a big talent show. It's free next week at Dave and Buster's, Saturday, September
Okay.
24th.
Yeah.
Got like four bands and a bunch of different acts there, so that'll be nice. It'll
Drop the album.
nice.
Okay, cool. That's,
And then we're working on opening our own little venue. It'll be like a themed sort of bar with
okay.
T&Ps, cocktails, and mocktails. So that's in the works. Hopefully to open sometime next year. But yeah, otherwise that's it. Just still in the grind, doing our
I want to
thing.
hear more. I want to hear more about this new venture. So, you
Yeah.
said
So
mocktails and
yeah, mocktails, cocktails, different
okay,
alcoholic, non-alcoholic drinks. Hopefully to
okay.
mix with teas, different kind of teas. It's kind of the
Now,
theme.
is this going to be like a mixer type of thing where people can come and kind of mingle and
We
like a
we would we would ideally like that. It's
okay,
gonna be small to start because stuff is expensive, and
yeah,
we just want to get our feet wet first in owning our own kind of bar and restaurant because we haven't done that yet and don't want to go
right,
too big, first and test out the
right.
waters. But
Yeah,
really,
that's always good to test out the waters and see what's popping. See, get a feel for your clients and your customers. Yeah, awesome,
right,
man.
exactly. And
Yeah,
of course, we play at a lot of places, and we figure we open our own because it'll have our feel and everything instead of
right,
something that we could do what we want to all the time. Don't have our equipment on site. Don't have to lug it and create that ambiance and environment. That goes along with our mission to help bring people together. But yeah, to your point, it'll be since it'll be smaller, we're able to mingle, and do more kind of mixer sort of events, and have that better communication sort of between us and our friends and clients that come in. It'll be more personable, and people can feel more comfortable.
okay, awesome. That's great. I love to hear that. I love hearing just you being you guys just really paving the way for a lot of different musicians and you're very humble and you bring a type of lightness to a situation if say you're having an event or a concert and someone comes in and the ambiance might be a little kind of plain. You bring a type of energy that's very um what's the word I'm looking for? It's very um contagious. I love that type of energy. So yeah. So without further
Well, thank you, sir.
ado, yeah, no problem, man. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into today's first segment, which I personally like to call "Do You Remember the Time?"
All right.
So
Remember,
yeah, do you remember the time? Music playing. Yeah. All right. So it's gonna be like a little game where we're gonna play. Basically, where the first part of the question is gonna be like, do you remember where we first met? That type of question, and let's start with that. So do you remember the time that we first met? Where did we first meet?
I'm pretty sure it was at Backstreet.
Oh yeah,
Backstreet Jazz
yeah,
and Blues. We hosted our open mic Thursday jam thing probably a couple years ago now, I think.
yeah, yeah. I think it was back in 2020. Yeah, yeah. It was like a little open
Probably
mic
winter.
event. Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah, it's about
Okay.
winter time. Yes, winter, fall
Yeah,
time
yeah.
maybe.
About winter, fall. About yeah. I believe so. Um, Another question: how did you get involved with community activism? Like, what
Um,
sparked your um, need or um, your want to get into that type of field?
I don't know. You know, my wife says a funny thing. She says I'm a Sagittarius, my zodiac sign.
Yeah,
Apparently, one of our traits we like enjoy we enjoy being the energetic spark amongst people or something like that. I don't know.
yeah,
Some sort of like party host sort of. Uh,
yeah.
so I suppose it may stem from there.
Right,
Um, and as in high school, I mean, you can ask my friends from high school. I was always trying to put little groups together, making little
right.
rave parties, little events and such like that. So organically over
Yeah.
time,
Okay.
I
That
always took
sounds
up some
good.
sort of like some kind of role to keep doing things. Like I would form bands and such when I was in the
Mm.
military.
Mhm.
The little events, and then when I got out of the military, I made like little social ventures, such like that. So I guess it's always been a part of me. I'm not sure where it
Yeah.
really came from, but I think it stemmed all the way from being a saxophone player, because saxophone
Right.
players are. I think we have an ego amongst us, and we like being social and doing spotlight sort of events, such like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
but as far as doing stuff for the community, it's as far as this music entertainment company, Zealy Music and Entertainment, I call it a community organization. You know, I started this to help people um, repair their souls in a way.
Mm.
Because at your lowest, because we utilized whatever entertainment outlets we enjoy, whether it's music, poetry, comedy, dancing, watching movies, playing video games. We use our entertainment outlets to help escape, um, find new friends, and you turn to that when you don't feel happy. So
Yeah. And I love
really to put
what you
people
just
on an
said.
out.
Yeah, I love what you just said about helping people repair their souls. Because I feel like a lot of people are broken, and your music really helps uplift people. And that's a huge kudos to you guys for wanting to carry out that mission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
So
not even our music. It's really just me being a good guy,
yeah,
and
and you are a good guy.
like yeah, just a good person because
Yeah.
um, a lot of people say a lot of things. So some people are kind of fake. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Not really
Right.
fake, or they're just only about themselves, sort of thing. Like
Right.
I'm happy to help out in any way
Yeah.
that I'm
Right.
capable to, and
Yeah.
then be an ear at least or a good friend. So
Right. And you mentioned that you had a wife. I know I haven't had a chance to really face to face give you a congratulations to you and Jenny on your marriage. So congratulations
thank you.
again. No problem, man. And speaking of Jenny, that brings
Yeah.
me into my next question. Where did you and Jenny meet, and was it love at first sonata?
Yeah, very nice. Well, that's kind of also like goes along with why I opened or started Zeely Music. Is Benza Jenny and I we met playing at a jam session in a bar
Okay.
um, on a Wednesday night in Washington D.C. area. Just
Wow.
yeah, we just met there, and I was playing, and then she came later, and I was like, I've never seen a violinist in a bar on a Wednesday night before.
Yeah.
So I was on a stage. I mean, you see a lot of maybe you see guitar, you see bass, you see keys and drums, you see vocalists. Sometimes you see a saxophone trumpet player and trombone.
Yeah.
See some rappers, but you never see
Oh yeah.
a classical
Yeah.
stereotypical instrument there. And then I'm like, hey,
Right.
well, go talk to her. Then went on a couple of dates, and you know, that's how it is. I'm sure she tells the story better than I do, but that's the gist of it.
Yeah, no, it sounds great, man. I love you guys' love story. I love just you guys personally as individually and as a collective. It's
Thank you.
great to see. Of
Well,
course,
you
of
know, it's
course.
one of those things. It's very hard to find someone in your life which has the same sort of values and hobbies. So,
Right,
yeah, to
right.
do
Yeah,
things that you enjoy together, it's pretty nice.
yeah, yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, so that's the end of that segment. I'm gonna go into the next segment, which is music 101.
Okay.
Let's talk about what started your love for music. So I know you mentioned you used to bring together bands in high school, like create bands. Let's go back further than that. Let's talk about like your childhood. Were you kind of like musically inclined as a kid? Did your parents kind of rope you into music? How did that start?
So, my parents are very. So my parents moved from China to St. Louis when they were in their like
Hmm.
20s, I think. They went to school at
Okay.
WashU, and they met there, and then they were very liberal. Like basically, they had to work really hard as kids and didn't really get much of a childhood too much. So then
Mm.
when they had myself, um, they were like, we want. It seemed like they wanted their kids, if whatever we wanted to try, they were pretty supportive. They never really pushed us to do anything. You hear of like tiger parents or whatever that make their kids at a young age, like kind of like Michael
Yeah.
Jackson or whatever, they make them
Right.
do a certain thing. But
Right.
my parents were pretty flexible, and grades were important, but not really too important. They just wanted us to have a stable job in the future, but they were pretty liberal. So I think with them being open to us doing anything, it allowed me to try a bunch of stuff. And then
Mm.
one day, when I was 5 years old, we were at a park, and I saw a picture of Smokey the Bear. They had like an advertisement for like forest fires or something, but they were in a band
Yeah.
on a
Hmm.
flyer, and then Smokey the Bear was playing a saxophone. And then I told my mom I'm gonna play the saxophone. So
Mm.
she was a teacher in St. Louis City public schools, and the band. She told the band director, and then the band director became my private tutor for until like I turned 18, 19, and left for the military. And he was
Mm.
the saxophone player for Ray Charles at a stint in his life, and yeah, so that and then he taught me, took me around playing with kids and in little ensembles throughout the city of St. Louis, and
Mm.
um, yeah, that really probably opened me up more.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome, man. So let me ask you then: did the saxophone choose you, or did you choose the saxophone?
Uh, I guess in theory, uh, I guess I chose the saxophone sort of thing. I don't know. Or maybe because I like smoke, I saw the picture of a bear holding a saxophone. Maybe it chose me. Then
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's one of those
Kind
things.
kind of like a old Chinese proverb.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely some Chinese problem. It's like weird
yeah,
how it happened, sort of thing. But
right.
I mean, I didn't I didn't listen to the radio too much or anything as before I started playing music.
Yeah.
So I don't even yeah, at that when I first started saxophone, I don't even think I heard really a saxophone yet. But I don't know, just one of those fate sort of things that just happened, I guess.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay. I'm gonna ask you this, and don't laugh. But okay,
All
so
right now.
being that you and Jenny
Yeah.
both come from musical backgrounds, do you find that relatable culture to keep things spicy? That was to help keep things spicy in your relationship, and help keep things romantic in your marriage, in general.
Can you say the question again? Kind of cut off at the beginning.
Okay, I was saying, being that you and Jenny both come from musical backgrounds, do you find that relatable culture to help keep things spicy and romantic in your marriage and your relationship in general?
Uh, so I mean, spicy. Sometimes people will think, "Oh, you're married to a saxophone player or a violinist. You guys
Yeah.
must serenade each other every day." Oh,
Right.
no, that's not
Yeah.
the thing. I think we do the opposites because
Okay.
we do so much music-related things when we get home. We don't do anything music-related. I mean,
Okay.
sometimes we might play 10 minutes together or something, but
Yeah.
but I think as far as marriage, I think having someone that understands that world makes for
Yeah.
your marriage to be stable. It's more stable that way because Jenny understands I have to play late nights away
Hmm.
from her, come home
Yeah.
at 1, 2 a.m. or that you got like I don't know, like fangirls or fanboys on either side, just be
Yeah.
like, oh my god, and it's good to have someone that's like, oh well, that's just how it is in the industry. And how you got to be late, you have to be in these divey, quote unquote, more unsafe places, sketchy places, or hanging out and networking with a bunch of people. But
Yeah.
the fact that she has done it and she isn't also in that world, she
Yeah.
can come with me. She can come with
Right.
me and talk and understand and hype. We can hype each other out. Um,
Right.
uh, so it's more. It's good. It builds our relationship because one, she understands, and two, she can actually do it with me because and not just stay at
Oh,
home. Yeah.
yeah. That's great, man. I love hearing love about great love stories. Um, So okay, so you take the floor now. So I know you mentioned earlier about your talent show. Let's hear more about that. How are things going with like fundraising and putting together the event? What's going on? What's new?
Um, well, we had a so yeah, the talent show is basically this is gonna be my last big event. After this, I've already started
Hmm.
passing the baton to everyone else to be in charge of the bands and all my open mics and karaoke stuff. Um, giving it away already to people. So this will be my last culminating sort of event. Inviting everyone out, all my past acquaintances, friends, networks, and stuff like that. Um, and it features 4 different bands, comedy, magic, all kinds of things. And it's really just a lot of people that I've met in the past. Although, because it's only 3 hours, I can only fit so many people, sort of things. Although wish that I could let everyone that I met perform, but it's just a nice little talent show to show the diversity in our city and different sort of talents and acts. So it's at Dave and Buster's this next Saturday, September 24th, 2022, 7 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. It's free, goes till 10 o'clock. It's in a large event space. Um, First come, first serve seating, really. Um, and then there's music in different genres. You can order food and drinks. Of course, it's Dave and Buster's, so you can play games if you want. Come back and watch.
All right. Say
And then,
that last part again. It cut off at event space.
yeah, it's in a large event space. You can get food and drink. You can play games, of course, because it's Dave and Buster's. Come and go as you
Okay.
please. Again, it's free, family friendly. It's also, yeah, as far as fundraising, we had a show at Blue Strawberry last month. That was a little fundraiser. I mean, because a part of our mission is to also respect entertainers, musicians, and value them. So we're
Right.
working on this event. We're trying to pay every single performer as well a pretty good
Mm-hmm.
fee. Paying sound guys, lighting, video guys. Dave and Buster's is allowing us to have the space for free, which is nice. And then um, as far as money raised, most of it's coming out of my own pocket, but we raised maybe around $500 to $1,000, which is good, But
Okay.
either way, I mean, luckily I have some stuff saved up, and it really is just a thing to allow for a good, nice, family-friendly event for the community that showcases
Yeah.
some good talent. So uh, that's the idea.
Yeah. Togetherness, bringing people together. I love it. So,
Yeah, and it's really bringing people together that normally would never be together. You know,
yeah,
well,
right. Yeah,
which is good.
yeah. I love that. I love that. I really do. Okay, so we're running out of time for today's show, but if you can, just tell the audience where they can find you. Give your social media handles and where can they find you on and off um line.
All right, so here's my shirt. Right here is Zeely STL, ZYILI STL, and you can search that on any social media platform anywhere. Just put in Zeely STL or Zeely Music or any of the mixed Zeely Music and Entertainment. I'll probably pop up, but my handle is Zeely STL on all my social media platforms. So it's ZYILISTL. Um,
Five,
Sorry, sound
that's
effects,
fire.
technical
That's fire.
difficulties.
Uh, virtual, it's a habit. It's a habit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you find me. I'm on all platforms, all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Reddit, everything, Snapchat. Um, my music's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Pandora. Same thing, Zeely Music and Entertainment or Zeely STL. Same handle. Or if you just go to our website, zeelystl.com, all the links are up there, and then you can find us. And otherwise, yeah, we still host open karaoke nights at uh, Dave and Buster's. It is free. It's every third Friday of the month. Um, it starts at 7, goes to midnight. And otherwise, our website has all our events and shows that are still coming up. Yeah, I'd say that's about it.
You say you still host your open mic nights at Dave and Buster's in Worlds.
Just only open mic karaoke night at Dave and Buster's.
Oh, okay.
Third Fridays on. I used to do Backstreet, Padrino's Mexican restaurant, and also
Hmm.
Mocktail Lounge, and
Yeah.
but I've given those away now recently.
Okay.
So yeah, because it's a lot of work, and plus Jenny and I are focusing on the venue. So and
Right.
then once we have the venue, we'll have a whole lot of stuff there. So
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on the show, and let's give it up one more time for Z. All right, man. Well,
I want
that's
to thank
it for today.
Devontae for putting. I want to thank
Huh?
Devontae for putting this together. Thank you for having me on the show and putting this together and spreading that love.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. Oh, yeah, I have some events too that I want to mention. I am having a speaking engagement, my first speaking engagement on December 4th at SIUE.
Okay.
Speaking about just love and just believing in yourself. And I have merch too. It's do it. It's don't quit merch. And I have a lot on the horizon. I have a plus size boutique and a book I'm working on. The book is Your Inner Lion. So be look on the lookout for that. I'm currently writing it as we speak. It'll be on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So
That's awesome.
so yeah, yeah. All right then. Let's go and get up out of here. Have a great rest of your day. And audience, thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting. Until next time, peace.
Thanks, man.
No problem.